Tuke here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on videos I put up on a weekly basis. So today I'm going to be talking about breastfeeding in honor of Breastfeeding Month. August is actually National Breastfeeding Month, and my baby turned 6 months last week. If you haven't watched my labor and delivery story, I'll link it above, so click on the card and watch it before you start watching this one. So, breastfeeding. Last week I completed 6 months of exclusively breastfeeding, and I'm really proud of myself and really grateful that I was able to achieve it. I would say breastfeeding is tough, it is challenging, it is time consuming, it is a sacrifice, it is a privilege, it is an intimate bonding experience, and it is actually a miracle. Now, I gave birth in the UK, and after I gave birth they do something called skin to skin and try and get the baby to latch on before they go and wipe him up and then clean me up. And so my baby latched on immediately, thank God. And yeah, it was just fascinating. It was actually quite fascinating. So in the UK there are midwives, they come to see you in the first few weeks postpartum, so they taught me how to properly position my baby and different things I can do to ensure that the milk flows properly. And one key thing is actually rest. Now, I'm Nigerian, and in Nigeria there are lots of things that people will say you should do to ensure your breast milk flows properly. So drink ogi, which is like some sort of maize meal, but I absolutely hate it and I wasn't going to try it. I drink ogi, I'm actually not going to try it. I'm not interested. I haven't drank it for 20 something years. It's not today I'm going to drink it. And Igbo people, they encourage new mothers to drink pepper soup. So I was drinking pepper soup. My mom was making fish pepper soup for me. The Oyinbo people, the British people, they say you can drink Greek yogurt, you can drink hot drinks like hot chocolate, there's mother's milk tea, there's fenugreek, all these random, I didn't like all these random things like fenugreek and mother's milk tea, but I drank hot chocolate, I drank pepper soup, I ate granola. I actually have a granola recipe up on Instagram, and I would link to it in the description bar below. So I ate oats, and I took all these things that they said encourage milk supply, but the truth is it's all about demand and supply. So the more your baby sucks, the more supply you get. So the more you nurse your baby, the more supply you get. So in the first few days you don't have breast milk, you have something called colostrum, and it's thicker than breast milk and it's yellow. And man, you guys, after you just have your baby, your boobs are full. Your milk comes in maybe 3 to 4 days after, and your boobs are heavy. My boobs were so heavy, and it's just annoying. What's annoying is that during pregnancy your boobs are growing. My boobs grew, and I had to buy new bras sometime in my second trimester. I'm based in Nigeria, so I went to Lagos Island, the market. I bought some there. I also went to this store called Trouvé Lingerie. I bought one there that I really like. It's pink and it was $7.5. I also got some from Amazon. It was $3 for $20, and I'll link to it below in the description bar. But I really like the Amazon ones because they're really soft and just gentle. And then in England I also got from Mothercare, and shops like Bravissimo and Marks and Spencer's have bras as well. But it was just annoying that I had to keep on buying new bras because my bra size kept changing. So one thing that they do advise is that you should maybe go for a fitting when you're about 37-38 weeks. I would actually say that you should buy your bra after you've had your baby, maybe 1 or 2 weeks after you had your baby, because that's when you know what your size is. Because yeah, it's a whole different ball game, guys. So in the beginning, babies typically lose weight after they're born, in the first few days, and they're supposed to gain it back. And midwives in the UK will come and check to see if the baby has gained the amount of weight they want him or her to gain. Now, my baby didn't gain as much weight as they wanted, so they were I need to increase the amount of time I nurse him, because that's the only way they can tell if I am producing enough milk and if he's getting enough food by his weight. So they came to measure him the first time, he had only gone up by 1%. Second time, maybe just another 1%, and they wanted more, so they were I have to nurse him every 2 hours. And there was an app that they advised me to download. It's called Baby Tracker, and on it you can time how much you nurse, you can time how long he's sleeping, how many times he's pooped, how long you're pumping. So I actually did that for about 7 weeks. I did it from when they told me to do it, which was just after my naming ceremony. So I did it from then till I came back to Nigeria, so like April 11th. And it wasn't easy. Timing is, someone was like, is enough, the bar has gained the weight, so why is still timing it? But I just wanted to know how long I was spending breastfeeding. And guys, on average I was spending like 5 to 6, sometimes 7 hours with the baby on my boob. So when you see me put out content, better just appreciate it and show me love, because it's actually a sacrifice to like sit down and film and edit, because there's just so much that's going on when you have a new baby. Now let me just say that I couldn't have done 6 months of exclusively breastfeeding without a good pump and a bottle that my baby did not mind. I'm going to do a video probably next week about like pumping, the different pumps I use and I bought. I'm actually going to be giving away 2 pumps as well, so make sure you watch out for that. This video I'm going to be giving away some nipple cream from Lansinoh. So the thing is, not every baby is going to latch properly. Not everyone is going to have good milk supply. I would say it's something you should pray about when you're pregnant. I know it might sound weird, but my parents are pastors and my mom was just like, you better pray. She actually got me some books from a store in Nigeria called Laterna Ventures, and I'll leave like their Instagram link in the description bar below, and I'll leave the names of the books I bought. One of them was called The Pregnancy Watch by Wonu Adetayo, and there's one called Supernatural Childbirth. And Pregnancy Watch, the good thing about it was like for every week there was a prayer that you should pray, and I feel like it helped, like different things, just praying for yourself, praying for your child's development, praying for like the nurse or the doctor that's going to deliver you. Everything that you can think of when it comes to pregnancy is covered in that book. So honestly, praying really helps. There's this other YouTuber called It's Finally Fiona. In her first trimester video, she spoke about some apps that she used, some devotionals that she used, and some books she read, and I'll link to her video as well, because I actually listened to some of the podcasts that she mentioned in her own video. Not every baby is going to be able to latch properly. Some of them are tongue tied. Some moms, their nipples are inverted, so you have to get something called a nipple shield. There are like loads of Instagram pages I follow, mommy pages that just talk about all these things. You want me to do a video just talking about the different pages I follow or the different pregnancy apps I use, let me know in the comment section and I will do so. One thing I should say is a fed baby is more important than a breastfed baby. If you don't have enough milk, or if you're just not able to breastfeed because you have to go back to work and pumping is just too intense and there's no pumping place in your office, don't feel bad about it. You're still doing the best you can for your baby. Formula is good. My sister and I were formula fed and it turned out great. So please don't beat yourself up if you aren't able to breastfeed. Thank you. There are benefits to breastfeeding. You can read them online, like WHO, UNICEF. They talk about the benefits of breastfeeding, and they say that if it's on breast milk, the baby won't fall sick easily. And I can attest to that because my baby has only fallen sick once, and there were times my husband and I had a cold and he didn't even catch them, but then my parents' nanny had a cold and he got it from her, and then all of us got it. So I feel like that strain of cold was like really intense, but I definitely attest to the fact that his immunity is pretty strong. Another benefit of breastfeeding is that it is free, it is cheap. You don't have to worry about okay, I have to make sure that I mix this amount of water with this amount of formula. It's just less things to worry about in the first 6 months, because once the baby is 6 months, you actually have to start worrying about, okay, which puree am I going to use, what am I going to blend, blah 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 blah. But like in the first 6 months breastfeeding, once you get the hang of it, I feel like feeding is something you don't have to learn, because now I'm like reading books on weaning, reading up on all these pages on Instagram that have like recipes and advice whether you should start with rice cereal or fruits or veg, stuff like that. So yeah, there's actually a story I came across on Medella's Instagram page. They reposted someone's story and she adopted, and she actually was able to have breast milk. Like there was something she did. I'll link to it in the description bar below so that you can read about it. But honestly, even if maybe in your family there's a history of the ladies not having like good milk supply, I don't think there's anything God cannot do. On Instagram, I asked if people had questions about breastfeeding, and I'm just gonna answer some of the questions I was asked. So the first question I was asked from Swish Style NG, she said, did I use lactation treats and when did I start pumping? I didn't buy lactation treats, but I was sent them by 2 different brands or companies in Nigeria. One I liked, like to me was Sweet Enough, was nice, and the other one I didn't really like it because it was stale, and there were some things in there like dried fruits that I don't particularly like. But some people argue that lactation treats are unnecessary, just supply and demand. But I feel that they actually help, Sha. Nigerians would say massage your breasts, massage your boobs to increase milk supply. My mom would be like, "Ah, let me press hot water on you." I'm like, no, don't press hot water on me. But in the shower, I do like use warm water just to press it, just to encourage milk flow. And I've actually read about it online, so it's not just a Nigerian thing. She also asked, did I ever have engorgement and how did I treat it? So I wouldn't say I had like really bad engorgement. Like one of my friends had mastitis. I don't know if that's how I pronounce it, but she had really bad engorgement. So like on days when sometimes in England, like for example when I went to sort my passport and his passport, I was out of the house for some hours and my boobs did get really full. So immediately I got home, my first thing was either to feed or to pump. So pumping did help release the fullness of the boobs. I've never really had like really bad engorgement. Like it was painful, it was nothing like mad. Like one of my friends, her was so painful, she was crying. I've never not slept with my baby overnight, do you get? So I see him every day and he nurses every day. Like the longest I've probably gone from him is maybe like from 8 in the morning to like 10-11 at night, and I did ensure that I pumped at least once during that time, so I just like helped release some of the milk. And the good thing is like when I go out and I'm full and I pump, I'm replacing the stash at home with the milk that I pumped. So someone said, how did I transition from breastfeeding to bottle feeding and was it easy? So I would go into more detail when I'm doing the pumping video, but I started pumping at 6 weeks, so that was when he started taking the bottle. And was it easy? So let me say this, I was actually in the toilet one day and I had like expressed milk, maybe the first day or second day I had expressed milk, and my mommy and my husband, the first training, I was like really upset that they did me down, because I was like I should have been there for this like momentous occasion. Like I was actually very upset that how can you feed my baby without me, blah blah blah. So obviously at first he wouldn't just accept it. It took a number of tries before he finally accepted, and we tried a couple of bottles before we found the one that he didn't mind that much. But yeah, watch out for the pumping video. I'll go into more detail in that video. Does breastfeeding hurt the first time you're feeding? It's weird. It's annoying. Is it painful? It's just annoying. So there's something called cluster feeding, and it happens a lot when they're newborns. They just want to like eat and eat like every 30 minutes they'll eat. Like it's just annoying because you don't even have time to do anything. Like you think, oh, baby is sitting, he's about to sleep, and just wakes up and all he wants is breast, and you have to give him the breast because you're the one else to do exclusively breastfeeding. So did you not that bad, but sometimes it was annoying. Does it make you hungry? Sometimes, but not as bad as people say. I feel like everybody's body is different. Like one of my friends, her colleague did not gain weight when she was pregnant. She gained weight when she was breastfeeding. I know people who gained weight when they were breastfeeding because they felt the need to eat more, because obviously stuff is leaving your body, so something needs to go back. So they always advise that you have like a snack, like something healthy, or granola or lactation cookies when you're breastfeeding, or at least water. Water is very key. I always have water. I'm gonna drink some. You like my makeup? I was looking, it was low-key inspired by Chini's Imperial on Instagram. Yeah, I've learned that to get the perfect nude lip, you need to line your lips with brown liner. And I actually use my Haga and Esther brow pencil that I used in my last makeup video. If you haven't watched it, I will link it above. But yeah, I think my makeup is really cute. I feel like I look cute to dress up for this video, but I'm going out for fellowship later. Anywho, does exclusively breastfeeding help lose the baby weight? I think it does. It helped me lose at least a few kg. So when I had my baby, I lost like 5 kg. And then through breastfeeding, I lost another 5 kg because I wasn't doing any exercise or anything. And then that was the plateau. And then I now started doing exercise and I've lost another like 3-ish kg. So yeah, I have like 5 kg more to get back to my pregnancy weight, but that's not my goal. My goal is just to lose 1 more kg. But if I can go back to my pregnancy weight, great. If not, it's okay. Like my goal for the year was to get to 60 because I was 56 pre-pregnancy, and I'm currently 61 point something. So I'm crazy place with where I'm at the moment. I just want that flat belly. I'm actually going on holiday in a few months and I want to rock a bikini, so I'm going to be doing exercise and working on my tummy. I actually like doing like yoga and different dance videos from YouTube, and there's this girl I follow, Danny for short. I'll link her Instagram page below. There's another one, Best Body by Brian. One is Nigerian, one is Ghanaian, and they post exercise stuff. Someone said, did your milk come in immediately you gave birth? So like I mentioned earlier, it's not milk you get immediately, it is colostrum. But yeah, my milk came in like 3 days after. Someone said, how long do you store pumped milk? In the fridge, you can store for 3 to 5 to 6 days depending on the condition of your fridge, and in the freezer you can store for up to 5-6 months. But in my house it lasts for like a month before trying to drinks it. Before I end this video, I will just say, make sure you rest as much as possible in the first few weeks after you have your baby, because it's not easy. You need to actually be stress free. You get a lot of visitors when you just have a baby, and it's not easy because you're just like, this is a new thing, you are just learning how to take your baby and breastfeed and everything, and people are giving you their like different opinions that you're not doing this right, you need to do this, da, da, da. So I would just say, accept the opinions, but choose the one you implement, choose the advice you implement, because you can't listen to everybody. But yeah, try and rest as much as possible. Accept all the help you can, like let your mommy or your mother-in-law or your siblings or your cousins come and help. Oh my gosh, let me tell you one funny thing. In the first few months, any small thing, if my baby is crying, I'm like, this kid, I've not fed him. I didn't starve you like this, I didn't let you cry like this. Feed your baby. Feed your baby. And like, as high as the guy when you're frustrated, I can just go on a walk just to get some fresh air. Like, my sister will now be saying, see, his belly button is coming out. His belly button is coming out because you're not feeding him, but his belly button has come back in. So at a point, his belly button did come out. Like, it was in at first, and then at some point it came out, but then it went back in. I don't know if I was like more responsive to his cues, but I'm a good mommy, I'm responsive. But it's like they don't understand that you actually are a human being, and sometimes you need a break. You can't just be having somebody at your breast 24/7. Yeah. One more thing, a nursing cover is like essential as a breastfeeding mom, so that you can breastfeed in public, because I've breastfed at restaurants, I've breastfed at church, I've breastfed at parties, I've breastfed on the train, I breastfed on the train, in the place where we got his birth certificate, I breastfed, passport office, breastfed. You need your nursing cover. If you don't mind showing your boobs, okay, but if you want to just at least cover your private, you can just get a nursing cover. It's just like something you put over your head, like a little apron. Like when they're older, they start like flipping it off and stuff, but it still helps. Or you can just use a blankie. So yeah, thanks for watching this video on breastfeeding. If there are any questions I didn't answer or that you have, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will answer them in the next video. Like I said, I'm going to be giving away nipple cream, because at the beginning, in like the first few months, first 2-3 months, your nipples will get cracked or sore from like the constant sucking that your baby is doing. This Lansinoh really helps. It was the one like the midwives advised, and it's really popular everywhere. Hi guys, sorry if things have changed. NEPA took light and my battery died. So yeah, this is just natural light, no external light at all. So I'm giving away this tube of Lansinoh nipple cream. If you want to win, leave a comment telling me why, and make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and the winner will be announced in my next mommy related video, which will be on pumping. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you share with your friends who are pregnant or who have just had babies, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye. Did I not try with this makeup and this hairstyling? This is actually all my hair. Nothing feels better than this.